Take a slow, deep breath. Let your shoulders relax, and allow your mind to drift gently into a journey through the past, a world where people lived differently, thought differently, and cared for their bodies in ways that might surprise you, or even make you shiver a little. We're about to begin a quiet voyage, discovering how ancient people kept themselves clean, or at least what they believed was clean. Now, let us begin. Bathing, an ancient ritual, nothing like today. Close your eyes and imagine yourself standing at the edge of an ancient city where the early morning sun has not yet gilded the stone walls. There is no running shower, no warm steam swirling in a modern bathroom, only wind, dust, and the rhythm of a world that existed long before you were born. Let your imagination guide you, carrying you thousands of years back to witness how people once bathed in the ways their time allowed. A morning in ancient Rome. You step into a Roman bathhouse, a massive stone building where the rich and poor alike would gather. Water does not pour from metal pipes. There is no soap with flowery scents. Instead, men and women smooth olive oil across their skin. Their bodies shine faintly under the dim light. Then they take a curved metal tool called a strigil and scrape it slowly along their arms, legs, and back. A soft metallic whisper, the sound of metal gliding over flesh, lifting away oil, sweat, and the dust of long days. This is not bathing as you know it. There are no bubbles, no scents of citrus or lavender, no warm water cascading down, only oil, metal, and still pools of water in large basins. If you listen closely, you can almost hear the gentle splash of warm baths, smell the faint aroma of olive oil, and feel the heat rising from ancient steam rooms. Bathing, to them, was not a daily habit, but a ritual, a blend of cleansing, relaxation, and social life. Take a slow breath in and exhale softly as we move further into the past. In other lands, bathing was dangerous. Now let your mind drift across continents to medieval Europe. Narrow stone streets, dark wooden houses tightly packed together, and beliefs that differed entirely from those of the Romans. During these times, many believed that frequent bathing weakened the body, opening the pores and allowing sickness to slip inside. Water was seen as something that invited disease, and so people avoided bathing. Months passed without a bath. Some people went an entire year without washing in water. Instead, they relied on clean linen underclothes, changed often, to absorb sweat and dirt, believing it purified the body from within. Imagine it. The scent of everyday life mingling with sweat and fabric. A smell no one questioned, because everyone shared it. In dim candlelit rooms, people worked, slept, and dreamed with bodies that had not touched water for a long, long time, and they believed they were safer that way. But in the East, the story was different. Now shift the world once more. Picture a quiet morning in ancient China or in Japan during the Edo period. Here, bathing was considered essential, a way to keep the body healthy and the spirit steady. People bathed in warm water, often in public bathhouses. There was no modern soap, but they used herbs, rice powder, or ashes to cleanse their skin. Steam drifted upward, carrying the fresh scent of plants, while gentle voices echoed through the warm wooden rooms. Each civilization had its own way, its own beliefs, its own textures and fragrances. And now, let your whole body loosen. Feel your breath growing steady, soft, unhurried. You've just walked through 3 worlds, 3 cultures, 3 ways of bathing that could not be more different. Some may surprise you, some may unsettle you, and some might bring a quiet sense of peace. This is only the beginning. There are many more strange and fascinating habits waiting in the next chapter. Bathhouses of the ancients. Take a slow breath and let your mind wander even deeper into the past, into a world where the concept of cleanliness was woven into rituals, habits, and beliefs that shaped daily life. Tonight, we step quietly into the steam-filled bathhouses of ancient civilizations, places where people gathered not just to wash, but to heal, to rest, and sometimes even to gossip. Imagine walking along a stone path warmed by the sun. The air is thick with the faint scent of herbs, smoke, and warm water. You push open a wooden door and suddenly a soft wave of steam embraces you. You have just entered an ancient bathhouse. In ancient Rome, bathhouses were more than buildings. They were the heart of society. People came here every day, sometimes twice a day, because bathing wasn't only about hygiene. It was about status, about relaxation, about being seen. You would first stroll through a warm room, the tepidarium. The gentle heat loosens your muscles. Your breath becomes slower, calmer. Then you step into the caldarium, the hot room, where steam rises in shimmering waves and the stone floors glow faintly from the warmth beneath. But here is something surprising. For all the luxury, they did not use soap the way we do. Instead, they rubbed scented oils on their skin, thick, smooth, glistening oils, and then scraped them off with a curved metal tool called a strigil. Imagine that sensation. A firm sweep along your arms, your back, your legs, lifting away sweat, dust, and dead skin. Cleanliness, to them, meant removing the outer layer of dirt and replacing it with the natural glow of oil. You might feel a servant's gentle hands massaging your shoulders with warm olive oil infused with herbs like lavender, thyme, or rosemary. The smell is earthy, comforting, and for a moment you forget the world outside. But not every ancient culture was the same. Travel further east, and you would find bath traditions shaped by fire and nature. In ancient Japan, long before modern baths existed, people sat in wooden tubs fed by natural hot springs. They believed these waters cleansed both body and spirit. Silent forests surrounded them, and the sound of bubbling water was like a lullaby whispered by the earth itself. In ancient Greece, people preferred quick washes, pouring warm water over themselves from clay pots or dipping into small pools before scraping their skin clean with oils and strigils. It was simple, practical, but still a moment of peace in their busy lives. Every culture had its own idea of clean. Some relied on oils, some on steaming rooms, some on natural springs blessed by the mountains. Yet all found comfort in water, in its warmth, its weight, its quiet invitation to slow down. As you listen now, feel yourself sinking deeper into the calm of these ancient rituals. Imagine the soft echoes of voices in a distant bathhouse, the drip of water on stone, and the warmth spreading through your body as if you too are sitting in a chamber filled with steam. Cleanliness, for the ancients, was not a chore. It was a moment to breathe, to rest, and to feel human. And so, our journey continues, gently, deeper into the strange, surprising world of how people of the past cared for themselves. When you are ready, we will move on to the next chapter and discover even more secrets from long, long ago, the strangest personal hygiene tools of the ancient world. Take a gentle breath, let your shoulders loosen, and allow your mind to drift once more into the distant past, a world where personal hygiene was far from simple, and where the tools people used each day might shock us now, or even make us shiver a little. Tonight we step into a chapter stranger, darker and more fascinating than the last. A world where cleanliness wasn't soap and warm showers, but objects so unusual you might wonder how humans ever tolerated them. Imagine this. You're standing in a small room lit only by a flickering oil lamp. There is no mirror, no bright bathroom tiles, no modern conveniences, just simple tools shaped from wood, bone, stone, and sometimes from things you wouldn't dare touch today. Let us begin with the ancient toothbrush. Today, you can choose between soft bristles, hard bristles, electric brushes, whitening gels. But thousands of years ago, people had only one thing, a thin stick with its end frayed by chewing, known as a chew stick. You place the tip into your mouth, gently bite until the fibers soften, and then use those fibers to rub your teeth clean. No mint, no refreshing scent, just the taste of dry wood or the bitterness of bark. But that was not the strangest part. In many ancient cultures, people cleaned their teeth with ash, salt, or even crushed brick powder. Imagine the sound, that rough, gritty scraping against your teeth in the dim light. Slow, dry, slightly sharp. A sensation that no one today would ever want to experience. And what about trimming nails? Before nail clippers existed, people used tiny knives. Small, thin blades sharpened by hand, easily slipped, and very unforgiving. Picture the cold edge of a miniature knife pressing against your fingertips, while you squint in the weak light trying not to cut too deep. A simple task today, but back then, a moment of tension. Yet nothing compares to the most unusual hygiene tool of all, the ancient toilet solution. In ancient Rome, people did not use paper. Instead, they used a communal sponge on a stick, shared by everyone. It was rinsed in a bucket of salty water and then passed from person to person as naturally as handing someone a cup. Imagine sitting in a public Roman latrine. People on both sides of you. No walls, no privacy, just the sound of dripping water and the smell of salt and stone. Beside you stands a jar of cloudy brine. Inside it, the sponge on a stick. You take it, cool and damp in your hand, use it, rinse it, and place it back for the next person. A chill runs down your spine. Yet to the Romans, this was simply life. Because for the people of the past, this wasn't strange. It wasn't shocking. It was normal. It was practical. It was how they survived in a world without the comforts we take for granted. And beneath the roughness, there is something quietly beautiful. Humans, even in hardship, always found a way to care for themselves in the best way they knew. So, breathe slowly. Let your mind settle. And when you're ready, we will step forward to the next chapter, where even more curious secrets await your discovery. The sense of the past, how people masked body odor. Take a slow, deep breath, and let your mind drift further into a world of ancient scents. A world where not bathing often was not only normal, but entirely natural. Today, we have fragrant soaps, shower gels, deodorants, but hundreds, even thousands of years ago, people lived in a very different reality. Body odor was simply a part of life, and they developed unusual, creative, sometimes shocking ways to hide or soften these smells. Imagine, you're standing in a small straw-roofed house in medieval Europe, soft light spilling through a narrow window, no bath, no running water, no fragrant soap. After a long day of work, coarse clothes soaked with sweat, dust covering your hands and feet, and now people begin to improvise. 1. Herbs. The common remedy of the poor common folk often carried small bundles of herbs, rosemary, lavender, mint, savoury. They tucked them into their clothing, their headscarves, even tied them around their belts. When the body began to smell, they would simply bend over, and the faint aroma of the herbs would mask the unpleasantness. Not perfume, not cosmetics, just leaves and stems gathered from fields or gardens. 2. Powder, covering odours with dust. In many places, people used fine powder to absorb odours. A thin white layer over skin or hair helped mask sweat and grease. Picture a medieval woman leaning over a small bronze mirror, sprinkling powder lightly over her neck and hair to feel fresh on days when washing was impossible. A simple, ancient solution. 3. Scented clothing. The luxury of the wealthy. The rich had subtler secrets. Small fabric pouches filled with dried flowers, herbs, and resins were sewn into cloaks. As they moved, a soft fragrance drifted gently with each step. Some used specially blended perfumes made from rose, amber, and frankincense mixed with oil and alcohol. Thick, syrupy drops applied to wrists, collars, and hair, not to smell sweet, but to overpower body odor. 4. Bathing by scent. Fragrance instead of water. During a time when Europeans believed that too much water could let disease enter the body, perfume replaced actual baths. People rubbed scented oils on skin, burned aromatic resins in rooms, hung sachets near their beds, layer upon layer of fragrance, to cover layer upon layer of natural smell. Not clean by modern standards, but in their world, it was considered clean. 5. Strong scents for extreme days. When body odor became too strong, people used potent materials like pine resin, amber, musk, or mixtures of pungent roots. Scents so strong they would make us wince today, but back then they were considered elegant, even luxurious. And then you realize, despite limited access to clean water, despite no knowledge of germs, people still found ways to make themselves pleasant in their own way. Not to impress, not for luxury, but simply to feel more comfortable in a dusty, odorous world. Take a slow, deep breath and sense how, through thousands of years, humans have continuously sought aromas that make life a little lighter, a little gentler. When you're ready, we will move on to part 5, where even stranger secrets await your discovery. Food and hygiene, strange eating habits of the past. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Imagine stepping into a world long ago where a meal was not only about sustenance, but closely linked to hygiene and health. In ancient times, what you ate and how you washed your hands or cooking tools largely determined whether you stayed healthy or fell ill. Yet the ways they maintained cleanliness sometimes would make you shiver. 1. Eating not just for nutrition, but to avoid disease. In many civilizations, water was not always clean. People often avoided drinking directly from rivers or streams. Instead, they boiled, fermented, or used alcohol, believing only these were safe. Meals were thus both nourishing and preventative, but food hygiene almost non-existent. Meat, fish, and vegetables were sometimes prepared in unsanitary conditions. Imagine the smell, food mixed with smoke from the hearth, dust, and the scent of the cook, a sensory experience far from our modern kitchens. 2. Shared and primitive eating utensils. You sit down for a meal in the ancient world. No metal forks or spoons, only hands, a few wooden spoons or ceramic bowls. In some places, many people shared the same bowl or cup. Food was divided by hand, sometimes licking the last bits clean to save the best part. It sounds shocking today, but this was how people survived and thrived for thousands of years. 3. Spices. Not just for flavour, but to mask odours. Meat, fish, and older food often developed strong odours. Ancient people used spices not only to enhance flavour, but also to cover smells and preserve food longer. Garlic, onions, pepper, and herbs added fragrance while acting as natural protectants. Take a slow breath, and imagine the mingling aromas of garlic, onions, meat, and hearth smoke. A vivid world of scent without any modern filtration or refrigeration. 4. Drying and preserving food in unusual ways. To store food for longer periods, people used salt, smoke, and sun drying. Sometimes, smoked meats were hard, dry, and rough, but still edible. Fruits and vegetables were dried and kept in wooden containers, sometimes with sand or ash to stay dry. Each dish was a survival art, maintaining nutrients while limiting the risk of illness, as best as they understood at the time. 5. Eating and personal hygiene were inseparable. Ancient people knew that clean hands, clean utensils, and clean water were vital. Yet they only had simple solutions: warm water, ashes, sand, or herbs. In some regions, people washed their hands with water mixed with herbs, not because it was perfectly clean, but to reduce the chance of disease. The sensation was far from the clean, polished experience of modern dining. Take a slow, deep breath, and let the images of the hearth, wooden bowls, smoke, spices, and rough food drift slowly through your mind. You have just stepped into the world of ancient humans, where hygiene and eating were closely intertwined, and every meal was both a necessity and a strategy for survival. Prepare yourself, for the journey continues, with even stranger personal hygiene secrets awaiting in the next chapter. Public hygiene in the past, toilets that will shock you. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Imagine walking down ancient streets thousands of years ago, where every step passes through dust, debris, and the realities of what we would now call public hygiene. Let your imagination guide you. You enter an area with public stone toilets. No walls, no paper, no running water. 1. Public toilets, where people met and talked. In ancient Rome, public toilets were an important part of social life. People sat side by side on long stone benches, chatting while attending to their bodily needs. The sound of flowing water, mixed with calm conversations, created a strange rhythm, both intimate and shocking to modern eyes. 2. Hygiene tools, nothing like today. Romans did not use paper. Instead, they used a sponge attached to a stick called a tessorium. The same tool was shared among many people. After use, it was rinsed in a bucket of salt water and ready for the next person. Imagine that sensation: cool, wet, rough, slightly salty, yet used communally without hesitation. This was a reality they considered completely normal. 3. Hygiene in ancient China. Now, move your mind to ancient China. Here, many public toilets had channels beneath the floor. where waste was directed out of the city. Though slightly more hygienic, conditions were still far from anything you would recognize today. People knew to wash hands, sometimes with herbs, but shared facilities remained primitive. On a morning visit, one would step inside, look around, and experience a moment of function and relief, without the privacy we take for granted today. 4. The secrets of the wealthy. The rich often had private toilets, sometimes with small bathtubs. Even here, water did not flow continuously, and sanitation tools were still crude. They used buckets of water, handmade spouts, and herbs to mask odours. Picture a warm, softly lit room with the scent of herbs and the gentle steam of hot water. The wealthy were slightly more comfortable, but hygiene was still far from modern standards. 5. Lessons from the past. Take a deep breath. Feel your breath steady, your body relaxing. You have walked through ancient public toilets where people faced odours, limited water, and crude tools. Yet you also realise humans are creative, adaptable, always finding ways to make life more comfortable. Even with limited resources, they maintained hygiene in their own ways. Breathe in slowly and prepare for the next chapter, where we will explore more intimate personal hygiene secrets that will still astonish the modern mind. Personal hygiene in private. Habits that will astonish you. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Now, imagine leaving the public spaces behind and stepping into the private world of ancient people, where every small act of personal care was unusual and full of surprises. 1. Washing the face. Strange methods and materials. Today, we simply use a clean towel, face wash, and water. But long ago, people often used mixtures of clay, ash, or even powdered tree bark gently rubbed onto the skin to cleanse it. Some civilizations also used water infused with herbs, chamomile, lavender, or mint, to clean and add fragrance. The sensation was both rough and cooling, completely unlike the modern experience of washing your face. 2. Combing hair from wood and bone to metal. Hair was an important part of personal hygiene and a sign of social status. Ancient people used combs made of wood, bone, or sometimes metal. They had to comb frequently to prevent lice and dirt. Picture someone bending over a wooden table, carefully combing each strand, attentive and precise, showing the patience and skill required to keep hair clean. 3. Shaving, a sharp and risky art. Shaving the beard or body hair was delicate and dangerous. Razors were made of bronze or iron, thin and very sharp. One small mistake could cause cuts, even infection. People performed this ritual with remarkable care. They believed that a clean body was not only about odour, but also about appearance, discipline, and social status. 4. Perfumed water and essential oils, substitutes for frequent bathing. When clean water was scarce, people used oils, essential oils, or homemade perfumes. They rubbed them on skin, hair, and even clothing to bathe in scent. A layer of rich fragrance coating the body helped mask sweat and dust. It wasn't clean in a modern sense, but for them, it was refinement, luxury, and a way to maintain hygiene. 5. Lessons from private hygiene in the past. Take a slow, deep breath and imagine every small detail of personal care. Washing with clay, combing with a bone comb, applying fragrant oils. Each act required skill, patience, and creativity. These habits teach us that even under the most limited conditions, humans found ways to maintain hygiene, stay comfortable, and create a sense of refinement in their own way. Breathe in slowly, let your body fully relax, and prepare for the next chapter, where we will uncover even stranger secrets about how humans cared for themselves across the centuries. Creativity and hygiene, strange tools of the past. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Imagine stepping into a world where people had no modern conveniences, yet had to maintain hygiene using all their creativity. 1. Brooms, sticks, and sponges. Simple tools. Today, we have running water, paper, toilets, and towels. Long ago, people did not. They used brooms, sticks, and even sponges to clean their bodies and surrounding areas. In many civilizations, a small stick with a sponge attached was used instead of paper. After use, it was rinsed in water or an herbal solution, ready for the next person. 2. Personal hygiene tools for the wealthy. The rich could craft more sophisticated tools: copper tubs, buckets of hot water, personal basins, alongside fragrant herb sachets to reduce odours, and carefully made combs, razors, and brushes. Picture a softly lit room, steam rising from a hot basin, the scent of herbs filling the air, and each tool meticulously prepared for personal hygiene. 3. Creative hand and foot cleaning. Sometimes clean water was scarce. People used sand, ash, or herbs to scrub hands, feet, and body. These seemingly crude materials helped remove dirt, sweat, and odour. Imagine them carefully scrubbing their feet with ash, washing hands with herbal water, a process both patient and meticulous, and the only way to keep the body clean. 4. Secrets to mask odour and prevent disease. Ancient people understood that cleanliness helped prevent illness, but their solutions were simple: herbs, ash, sand, and water. Every habit was an experiment, a method to adapt to the surrounding environment. Some even created special mixtures to rub on their skin, reducing unpleasant smells while offering comfort and protection. 5. Lessons from creativity and hygiene. Take a slow, deep breath and let images of brooms, sponges, basins, ash, and herbs drift slowly through your mind. You realize that even without modern conveniences, ancient people always found ways to maintain personal hygiene and create comfort in daily life. Breathe in slowly and prepare for the next chapter, where we will explore strange bathing rituals and body care practices that will continue to amaze you. Strange bathing rituals of the past. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Now, imagine stepping into an ancient bathing space, where bathing rituals were unlike anything you experience today. In many civilizations, bathing was not just about hygiene, but also ritual, status, and social display. 1. Hot water baths, luxury and precision. The wealthy in Rome, Japan, and the Middle East often had hot water baths. They heated water, added herbs or essential oils, and stepped into a warm space filled with steam. Bathing was not only to get clean, it was a moment of relaxation, even meditation. Imagine the aroma of herbs, warm steam, and soft lighting, a luxurious experience available only to a few. 2. Communal bathing, a social experience. Not everyone had a private bath. In many places, people bathed together. Public baths, hot springs, communal bathing rooms. The Romans built large bathhouses where different social classes met. Flowing water, rising steam, and the scent of herbal soaps mingled, creating a scene both intimate and unusual by modern standards. 3. Herbs and fragrances, bathing with scent. When clean water was scarce or frequent bathing was considered risky, people used herbs, essential oils, or aromatic resins to cleanse their bodies. A rich layer of fragrance was rubbed onto the skin, reducing odour, providing comfort, and supporting health. Take a slow, deep breath and imagine the scent drifting around you, masking dust and dirt while bringing a sense of ease. 4. Bathing tools, simple but creative. Ancient people used coarse cloths, cotton, sponges, wood, and even sand or ash to scrub their bodies. Each tool was carefully crafted according to local resources to clean, reduce odour, and protect the skin. Picture someone bending down, carefully scrubbing each part of the body, patient and meticulous, turning hygiene into a ritual of respect and care. 5. Lessons from ancient bathing rituals. Take a slow, deep breath and let the images of tubs, hot springs, herbs, and rising steam float slowly through your mind. You realize that even without modern conveniences, ancient people found ways to keep their bodies clean, protect their health, and create moments of relaxation and luxury in their own way. Breathe slowly and prepare for the final chapter, where we will summarize the astonishing secrets of ancient personal hygiene, strange yet fascinating to the modern mind. Summary: the secrets of ancient personal hygiene. Take a slow, deep breath and let your body relax. Now, let your mind travel through everything we have explored, from personal hygiene, hair and beard care, to meals, public toilets, and the strange bathing rituals of the past. 1. Humans creatively surviving. You realize that in every era, humans have always been creative. Even without continuous clean water, toilet paper, soap, or modern showers, they still found ways to keep their bodies clean, mask body odor, maintain health, and feel comfortable in harsh environments. Those bowls of herbs, sponges, ashes, sand, and fragrant oils all testify to their imagination and patience. 2. Hygiene is more than just cleanliness. Personal hygiene in the past was not just about washing hands, face, or taking a bath. It was ritual, culture, society, a way to show care for oneself and social status. Every act, combing hair, shaving, bathing in hot water, or using scented oils, contained meticulous effort, creativity, and a unique perception of cleanliness. 3. Learning from the past. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel your breath steady, your body completely relaxed. Through these hygiene secrets, you realize, even in harsh and limited conditions, ancient humans knew how to care for themselves in clever, creative, and unique ways. This reminds us that hygiene and health have always been an essential part of life, regardless of the era. 4. Visualize and relax. Imagine the images: hot water baths, rising steam, herbal scents, sponges, bone combs, and bowls of herbs, all flowing slowly through your mind, bringing a feeling of calm, ease, and a deep understanding of human history. Take a slow, deep breath, and as you exhale, let all the images and stories of ancient personal hygiene drift away, leaving you peaceful, light, and grateful for modern conveniences. 5. The end of the journey. You've just travelled through thousands of years of history, from personal hygiene, bathing rituals, and public toilets, to the strange creative solutions for meals and body care. Now, breathe slowly, relax your body, and let this story follow you into sleep, as a gentle journey through time, both fascinating and awe-inspiring, showing the imagination and creativity of ancient humans.